Commitment is an act, not a word. This is a quote by Jean-Paul Sartre, and it really shows how commitment is not something where you can just say it and do it. It's something that you have to first be able to do in order for it to have an impact in your life. So trust me when I say that commitment is not always an easy thing to do, but in the end, it's always going to be worth it. The purpose of this speech is to inform you all about the importance of commitment, through mainly my journey of choosing whether or not I would go to college and where I would go. I'm going to do that by talking about my high school experiences and what I learned through it, the decisions and the final steps that I took in choosing whether to go to college or not and applying, and what I finally achieved in it and what I will achieve in the future as well. So, back in high school, I really had no idea what college was, honestly. It's kind of sad. And I really didn't know what I would be doing or if I would go or not until my senior year. In my senior year, I took my first AP English class, my first AP class ever, actually. And I didn't know the teacher would stress the importance of college so much, but literally every day she would talk about how we got to prepare for college, how it's the best thing that we can do, how it's going to improve our lives more so than really anything else in life. It sounded so weird to me because I had no idea about college at all. My parents, they never discussed it with me. They never told me about it. They never wanted me to go, honestly. They didn't care either way. They never went to college, so they never supported me in that. So my decision on going to college or not, that was completely on me. I had some friends in high school, like in my AP class. I had friends that had just full-on plans, automatically set out, I'm sure you know what I mean. They knew, freshman year, what their major was going to be, where they're going to go to college, what job they're going to first get. For me, I had no plans. I was just living high school all the way up until senior year. When in senior year, in my English class, we did college prep essays every day. She would discuss with us every day why we had to go to college, why there was no option. So it greatly confused me to hear from my teacher and from other students that you needed to go to college really to have any future, when my parents, they didn't care either way. So, confused, obviously. So the final steps and decisions that I had to take when applying to college was, in the application process, all the other students in my English class, and others, but mostly that one. I don't remember what time it was, but everyone was sending in applications at once. So I was talking with them, and they were like, yeah, I just applied to ASU, I applied to U of A, GCU, NAU, and other ones. But I was sitting there like, am I going to go to college? I don't know. So thinking about that got me even more confused, because the deadline was coming up and I knew that I had to fully commit to a decision, because going to college later on in life is a lot more difficult. At least that's what my teacher said. And so I wanted to find a major. I wanted to find something to do in life early on, so I didn't have to go back to college 2-3 years later and have it be a lot more difficult. So to make a long story short, I chose ASU, obviously. I figure that helps me out the most in life. It's really given me a lot more than whether working at Sonic for another 4 years or whatever. You can do it too. I had the commitment to stick to going to college. I had to have that commitment when I had no support from anyone else. I had teacher support. I didn't have my parents' support in anything. This decision was all up to me, so I had to really find that commitment in my own life, which gave me a sense of confidence and individuality. It let me be able to stick to what I plan on doing and just believe in myself more instead of having to always follow off of what my parents or what other people would say. It gave me that confidence to know that I can do it. And going to college, it really did give me a better life. Like I said, I would rather be here than working at Sonic for another 4 years. plus who knows what will happen. It just gave me a better life to be sticking here than living the life that I already had. And it's also going to give me a better future. It's going to give me a better job, more income, and just a more self-respect later on in my life as well. And so, to recap the importance of commitment that you really need, I mean, through my high school experiences, through the decisions that I had to make in applying, and for the accomplishments that I've already made, or already have gotten, and will get, they really mean a whole lot to me, and I'm sure they mean a whole lot to you too. They can really improve your life a lot more than many other things can do. If you have full commitment to something, you can accomplish like a great many things, really great things, and you're just kind of, floating by like I was in high school to senior year at least. And so, what I want to leave you with is that if you could do this, if I could do this, and accomplish these things without any support in life, then you can too. Thank you.